Hello, and welcome to another edition of your Trending Stories. It's Dani and Marco here on Monday morning. As always, hit share, like, comment. Let us know if you have stories you want us to cover, or if you noticed something over the weekend that you wanted to talk about. Let's keep the thread going and keep it all going here on Good Morning Frederick. Dani, what's up?
Well, it was a huge weekend, and I'm a little tired, I gotta say. I know everybody's always tired on a Monday,
Yeah.
but my gas tank has run out, and I'm chugging along here, but doing well.
Well, you were doing sleepovers and all kinds of, staying at Green Top like we were back in, what is that, 8th grade or 6th grade when we did that? Remember that?
Green Top was 6th grade. Marlou Ridge was 8th grade.
Right.
They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that was the best part of growing up, man, is to be out in the woods with a bunch of
Elementary
people.
school in Frederick County.
You gotta love
Yeah, I did. I had and actually, I'm in leadership Frederick County. There's 50 people. I'm so excited about it because I'm getting to meet, I've said this a lot to you. One of the things about starting Good Morning Frederick, I thought I was pretty in the mix and knew a lot of people. And once I started this show, I realized that I really don't know very many people at all because I've interviewed more people I don't know than I have known before. But yeah, really excited. So it was an overnight, and it was just in Adamstown, which is kind of bizarre because you're literally 15 minutes from home, yet you're sleeping somewhere else, which is kind of funny. But
yeah.
Had a great 2-day retreat and conference there, learning about leadership, and I'm excited about that whole thing. And then Friday night, opening night of the Great Frederick Fair, family tradition.
Oh yeah.
Went and got our hemps and hung out there. Took our nieces and nephews.
Did you get something on a stick?
Say this. What?
Did you get something on a stick?
I did not get anything on a stick because we get dinner at Hemp's always. I get my roast beef sandwich. I've not strayed from that in probably 25 years. But
all right. Here's
the thing. My kids are older, 22 and 20, and I hung out with our 2 nephews, Wyatt and Sutton, who are 5 and 2, I think, or
2 and
3.
a half. Yeah.
And then Mia, who's 6, and Elena, who just turned 12. Dude, I needed a drink or being knocked in the head.
Yeah, you went back in time except the problem is when you were back in time, you were like 10 years-ish younger. And it was probably a little easier to keep up.
I had a little PTSD that evening. When they all left, I looked at our Mama Cone, and I said, "Oh my gosh, seriously."
Yeah,
I was exhausted. Exhausted just having the kids just run like crazy for a couple of hours, all jacked up on sugar, and had a really good time though. Great Frederick Fair is on all week long. We're going to talk a lot about it in the show.
Well, one real, and I don't want to bring up craziness, but the one thing about the fair that I'm disappointed at, when I was a kid, I don't know if you remember this, but, I think I was like 12, 13. They had the, how shall I say, the stuff at the fair, the good stuff at the fair.
Ladies of the night.
Ladies of the night. And now, as soon as I got to be 21 years old, boy, they stopped that real quick.
Oh, like anyone I know waited until 21 or 18 to go in to see the ladies of the night.
Yeah, but I was like 12. There was no way I could get in. I had to wait. But they don't do that anymore, the ladies of the fair.
No. All fun family entertainment now at the Great Frederick
Probably
Fair.
just as well. Yeah.
Although people watching at the Great Frederick Fair, sometimes you feel like the ladies of the night are still there.
Yeah. The people watching is the best, but the Great Frederick Fair with a good lineup of music this year. I was checking it out.
Yeah, well, they had a packed house for T.I.
Brantley Gilbert.
And apparently that show, again, we discussed this and I talked about it on my show last week. I have no idea who it was. My kids were like, really, I got the thumbs down on not knowing who T.I. was.
That was me.
A lot of great stuff. Yeah, still coming all week long. You got the Demolition Derby, Truck and Tractor Pulling on Wednesday. Yours truly is riding in the celebrity harness race.
Oh, so, nice. Which you've never done in your entire life, even though we grew up on a little horse farm. You've never harness raced.
Nope. And I've heard it's terrible, but I'm going to do it. I volunteered, and I'm going to have a good time because I'm racing against Chris Michaels.
But you better
we have
win.
A little wager going, so we'll see how that goes.
All right, well, good. Well, let's start off this trending stories here today on this Monday, and I would be obviously remiss, the whole TikTok and everything over the last few weeks is this Charlie Kirk, but there's a phenomenon. I follow this guy. I don't know if you follow this guy or not, but I'll just play it and let you see what exactly is transcribing now on TikTok.
Kirk, and since I can't sleep, neither will you. Say hello to Jeffrey Schroeder, who just so happens to be a lieutenant in the Toledo Fire Department.
Okay, so first of all, this is the Toledo, he says Toledo, which is the fire department, which is literally like 4 steps from where I am. So I want to go talk to this guy. I don't know if you can see on this. This video has over a few million views. You can see actually if we click over here to this side, how many likes. 120. So this guy is going through basically and finding everybody who posted nasty things and cheering, like TMZ, which I'm sure we're going to talk about here in a second, about the Charlie Kirk situation, is finding them one by one and is not saying no violence. We don't want any violence. We just want to know where this person works, what they said, and then the internet take over for what the internet does. I know you and I have differing views on this, but I'll let you go first.
Well, look. Okay, so, and he's not the only one. There are several people calling out those, the vile and disgusting remarks that people are making at the death of a 31-year-old man who's a husband, a father, a son. It made me sick to my stomach, and it was immediate. It was immediate upon hearing that Charlie Kirk had passed. You had actually texted me and said, "Oh my gosh, Charlie Kirk was just shot." And I was praying that he was going to pull through. And literally minutes later, you had texted he had passed. And of course, we had the news on.
Yeah.
I don't care who it was. Even with George Floyd, I never cheered that the man died.
That's because you're not deranged.
Cheered for anyone's death.
No.
Ever. And so a lot of these people forget that the social media they're on is attached to the world, and there are consequences for things you say.
Absolutely.
However, I guess where I am torn is we are arguing for free speech, whether you think it's vile or not. And I'm just not sure how I feel about hunting down these people and getting them fired or getting them removed from their jobs. Although, don't say stupid stuff on the internet. Don't say stupid stuff.
Well, listen,
consequences for your actions. So
that's what I'm saying. So listen, free speech is free, and you can say anything you want. I am all about free speech. I love free speech. I live on free speech. I've been in radio for my entire life. I love free speech, but it's not free from consequences speech. It doesn't say that. Right. So you can say whatever you want, and these people did say, but if your job thinks that that's out of line, for instance, if you're a nurse or you're a teacher,
that's the other thing. Okay, so the teachers, the nurses who state vile things and basically I've seen a couple nurses or health practitioners basically say if they found out their patient was liked Trump or was a Republican or conservative, that they wouldn't even help them. That is fireable, right? That's a fireable offense. But some of these other ones, I'm assuming, obviously a lot of these employers would go straight to their attorneys. I'm assuming they have signed documentation saying that you represent that company 24/7. Because there is a fine line between your personal social media and the company you work for. So And I know, look, all these people would have, these companies would obviously have already had their attorneys involved. But the people who are crying now on the internet that they've been fired, it's like they have there's no channel or bridge between common sense and what just happened. It's
Right.
like they're shocked that people are shocked and disgusted by their behavior, which I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. And
Yeah.
then getting to, we talked about this a little bit before, the TMZ thing.
Oh, well, that's exactly where we're going next, because let me just tell you something. I mean, I did a video, what looks to be in the same exact shirt. I don't think it was, though. But here's this very quickly. Let me... vile thing that I've ever seen. You can see Harvey here. I'm going to just set it up a little bit. He's talking about the moment Charlie Kirk is pronounced dead by Donald Trump. All right, this is real time. He'd been shot already, and they're getting ready to announce, because the news has just come in, that Charlie Kirk has been shot and killed. And listen to the people that run this program. This is sick.
5 o'clock Eastern. Janet, go.
Cheering.
Oh, that put the pit in my stomach.
Now, here's what I love is that Harvey, being the consummate scummy lawyer that he is, tried to go on and say, well, they're watching a car chase in another, and I'll tell you, let me tell you something about the internet. Give somebody 10 minutes, because there's a girl, I should have tagged her in this video, but she basically went through the timelines and said, okay, well, this was a live show, so we know exactly what time everything happened. We have a timestamp from when President Trump announced that Charlie Kirk was dead, and we know exactly where in the car chase we were, and she lines them all up. And guess what was happening in the car chase? Nothing. It was just a car on a screen. So, and they're like, oh, I hope TMZ... And again,
I hope TMZ gets canceled. That for sure. Like when a company comes out and does this vile, disgusting stuff,
and then lies.
Yeah, and
totally
and then lies about it and tries to cover it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I have not watched TMZ in years. Just I just don't watch it. But they don't deserve it. I mean, at least be honest. At least be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have people here that hate Charlie Kirk and thought he was a terrible person, and they cheered, and they're no longer employed by TMZ.
Exactly.
They're not doing that.
No. Yeah. No, they're not doing that. In fact, like I said, they're doing worse than that, which is trying to cover it up and trying to, pretend it didn't happen.
Out this weekend, Erica, Charlie's wife, made her first statement, and oh my gosh, I just And I really do also feel for the students that were at that rally and witnessed that right in front of them. Like, yeah. They are, I mean, I'm traumatized, and I wasn't even there. Can't even imagine how they're feeling, so.
Yeah. I mean, it is terrible to see what happened. It is terrible to go, and again, like I said, I think TMZ had one chance to be like, you know what? There's some people here. We've gone through the tape. Everybody who's laughing is now gone. But they won't do that because they all actually feel like that.
Right.
You know, they just weren't. They weren't on. Harvey knew he was on camera and couldn't do it. And that's the thing about being live streamed. And I'm telling you, go back and watch a video, put it up there. He is shocked when they start screaming, and you can tell because he's a lawyer. He is never without words. And he's like, Janet, he's like, because I know what he's doing in his head. He's like, how am I going to spin this when I start getting these questions? Yeah. And of course, it's too late. I hope everybody, it's my own personal opinion. I hope they cancel TMZ.
Yeah.
So, So, I mean, it's not great. And obviously, and they had somebody.
And even worse, even worse is the spin on his statements in the past about the Second Amendment. And they are taking words out of context, his full statement. Look, I'll say this. Charlie Kirk had no fear of death because he was a Christian man and honestly believed he believed in Christ. He believed in going to heaven. He believed he did all the things he needed to do. So he did not fear death, but to really, I mean, it's just vile. It's vile and disgusting what people are saying. And yeah.
Yeah. So obviously they found the person of interest. I'm sure this will be a long. There's already videos out. The video footage is chilling to see this gunman run across the roof, jump off the thing, leave the gun. There's obviously people are now saying this, that, and the other, but we'll see. They do have a person in custody who was turned in by his own, I believe his own father or uncle or somebody.
Yeah, family. I heard
his own family, and they were looking for $100,000 reward. And if that is it, I'm curious to see if he was working alone, because there were a few weird things that happened during this thing. But we'll let it all play out on a public forum to see what's going on. So that's a little bit heavy. Let's get to something a little bit lighter. This is entitled Scooby-Doo, and let's just play it.
I mean, that is a real life Scooby-Doo.
I mean, look at that face.
I know. The comments are freaking hilarious. I love TikTok for the comments. I mean, it really, I know. Cat set him up. Oh God, it's just so hilarious. I mean, I like see, Scooby was investigating a crime and checking the evidence. It's messy work.
Somebody's got to do it. Oh, that's good. See, we can have a little bit of fun.
Gotta have a little bit of fun. That's right.
All right, and let's get to this one here. Do you want to set this one up at all and let me know what you had?
This went so viral on the internet. Let's just play it, because I think everyone will come to the same conclusion that the internet has for this poor woman.
Please settle a debate between my husband and I. I said, I'm gonna go get snacks for a movie tonight. What would you like? He said regular lemonade, regular M&Ms. They're my favorite. I give him a look, because I've never gotten regular M&Ms for him. I've gotten peanut M&Ms. So then I say, regular M&Ms. He goes, yeah, the ones with peanuts in it. I said, that's a peanut M&M. And he says, no, you go ask anybody, and they'll tell you a regular M&M is a peanut M&M. Can you guys please?
Obviously.
I'm hoping everybody else hears it the way we hear it. She's like saying NMM.
Why are you saying M&M Inside Out is the number 102,000 likes? This is a regular M&M.
M&M. Oh, God. So lemonade was closer.
I liked one of them. It said,
take a day and practice saying M and M. Girl, just buy Skittles.
I like one who, I guess it's not on here, but the number one comment when I first watched this is, I don't think the fact that you guys are having this argument is the problem here.
Right. Exactly. Oh, my God. I don't know, girl, but one of us is having a stroke right now.
You can always leave it to the internet, boy.
I'm not making a decision till you figure out how to pronounce M&Ms.
Why would you say NMM? That's weird.
That's just so funny. And she actually made a follow-up video that she was so shocked that she said it wrong. It was so funny.
Oh, she had another video? Yeah, because, that's...
one after this, because obviously that one blew up. Millions of views.
Yeah. Speaking of millions of views and blowing up, I don't know if you've seen this, but this was my favorite on here. Let me just go ahead and...
Yeah.
Where? Wait. Where are you going? Nice? Is this going to Nice? To Nice, yeah. I thought you said to Nice, which is in France. Oh. That's why you confused me. Wait, where is this going? Tunis, in Tunisia. In Tunisia? North Africa, not in France.
So these two girls, this is her name is Brittany, and so this blew up, and I can tell what happened because they bought the ticket. They just said, "Hey, we need 2 tickets to Nice," and Tunis happens to be also a city in Africa or a place in Africa, And so even when she asked the girl, is this going to Nice? The girl's like, oh, yeah, to Nice? No, to Nice. Yeah, they got to come up with some other way to ask that question.
People aren't listening because you would say, are we going to Nice? Right.
And instead of Nice.
Are we going to Nice? Yes.
Yeah. And some of the comments on this, super funny about why are so many people going to Tunis, Africa? Because they showed the plane, a full plane. The hell am I missing? Yeah.
2 tickets to Nice, please. Right. 2 tickets to Nice. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Exactly what happened.
And going to Africa and not France.
Oh, wow.
Imagine being on that. You're going to a whole other, basically, continent, really, or, country for sure. But
so funny.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, well, that is your stories for today. Thanks for hanging with us, Dani. What's coming up on Good Morning Frederick this morning?
Well, of course, we've got Possum Pets, and I'm going to go over what's happening in Frederick. Just because the fair is here and we had a lot. This is event season in Frederick County. I'm going to keep you up to date with that. Also, we're going to talk with Danica from Each One Teach One. And, of course, we've got your Watch and Win magnet on a vehicle. We had our $100 winner, Linda Arrington, won one day last week. The rest of you got to start watching and sharing with your friends just in case their vehicle is shown. Every day this month, we're giving away $100 if you spot your vehicle with a Good Morning Frederick magnet on it.
I know I got mine on my gas tank.
I know you do.
Very good. Of course, I can't win because I'm related to the show host, but that's fine. All right, well, make sure you hit share, like, and comment. Of course, more coming up, $100 every single day in the month of September, and more on Good Morning Frederick. Thanks for hanging out with us right here this morning for your trending stories.
Trending steady. It's trending on Twitter.
It's huge. It's trending all over the internet.